of 4. Authority sucks. And I need my coffee. Can't talk to y'all without the coffee. So, I've gotten a couple of emails about, you say stuff online, there's always bound to be some pushback, and it's fine. But the pushback is less of pushback of what I'm saying and more of a pushback of who I am. Just a couple people. Most of y'all have been great. I don't even mind, again, the pushback of who I am. I just don't see the point of it. But they're pointing out that they're saying that I personally just have a problem with authority. That's what they're saying. And yeah, it's true. It's kind of the point, But it's not me personally. It's we. It's all of us. And hits the spot. I think it comes down to how we view authority. All right? So let's define authority for the purposes of what I've been talking about. I look at authority as someone giving you responsibility over a group of people. Then you now have authority over them. That's fair definition for what I'm talking about. I hope you agree. So regardless of what it is, you're at work, the supervisors, they've been given responsibility over their employees and the production thereof their employees. They've been given authority over them by someone else higher, right? That's authority. So what makes a good leader, I think, is someone who recognizes that these people that they've been given responsibility over are depending on them. So they need to have a heart, care for those people. Authority. So think about that whenever you read scriptures or you try to find scriptures to back up people who you think I am, who are speaking against authority, which I'm not. I'm speaking against an abuse of power, and how that negatively impacts all of us. So people who view authority as prestige, they want to pat their resume. Well, I'm a manager of so-and-so, a manager at such and such a place, director at such and such a place. And they say that, sticking the chest out, wanting some type of validation from people based off their title. And those people don't necessarily have a heart for the people, to serve the people. And they tend to abuse their power, or not use their power correctly at all, which is still abuse, So we see it happen all the time, right? Whether it be with ministers abusing their power, we see it all kinds of scandals. Well, in this case, the congregation is giving the pastors responsibility over them, right? They've been given authority. We have parents over their children, tons of abusive parents. We have, in the Bible, talks about wives submitting to their husbands, so husband's authority. Now this is a touchy one, because socially we're thinking, well, I don't want to, women think, I don't want to submit to no man, right? And I don't blame you. But why is that? That's just a particular example. There could be other examples too. Why do we feel such a way? Why does that come out of some people when they start thinking about a husband having some authority over their wife? Right? It's because we've had so many people in power be abusive. So why does a person like myself think so cynically when it comes to cops? Because I've seen, as well as a lot of people like myself, a lot of black people, and just people with my mentality, have seen so much abuse of power from police officers who give them a badge and a gun. And they're supposed to be protecting the community. They've been given responsibility over the community, the people of that community, and see them abuse it and abuse it over and over again makes you cynical, makes you, you want to push away from the thought of them having authority over you. And we feel that way a lot with authority, even with God. And there should be no question, God has authority over us. He's the creator. But there's people who will push back against that, or at least inside say, well, God's doing a bad job then, right? Or like, if God exists, why is there so much chaos in the world? Stuff like that. Just kind of pushing back against the idea that God has authority over us. And why do we do that? It's because of all the abuse that those in authority have pressed upon us. So you say, do I have a problem with authority? Yeah, we all should. We need to be holding authority accountable. I'll read this to you and I'll close. This is 2 Peter chapter 5, right here, verses 2 and 3. Be shepherds of God's flock that is under your care, serving as overseers, not because you must, but because you are willing, as God wants you to be. Not greedy for money, but eager to serve, not lording it over those entrusted to you, but being examples to the flock. Says it all right there, right? Those entrusted to your care. We need more leaders who aren't power hungry, you know what I'm saying? More leaders more people in authority who aren't looking to pat themselves on the back, looking to pat their resume, looking to get validation from those around. And there's too many people hungry to get, like even at work, in a supervisor position so they can have power. Not enough people wanting to get in a supervisor position so that they can serve, so that they can make this organization better. That's the type of heart that we need. That's the type of heart that can even begin to hope to mend those who have been abused by authority. That's what I mean, people. So we have a lot to think about. Feel free to continue to shoot me emails or whatever. If you have any questions, comments, please do. Keep the conversation going. And God bless. We'll keep playing. Peace.